Google the word prophecy, you'll discover that millions of people are wanting to know where we're heading. More and more people today, in fact, are consulting the psychics to understand what happens next. But can we really know the future? The ancient Babylonians definitely thought they could. They used various methods to predict the future in order to try to stave off any impending doom. For example, here's a bird omen tablet, which can be found in the British Museum. You see, they believed the behaviour and the appearance of birds were omens of the future. Then, for predicting the future in domestic affairs, the Babylonians applied drops of oil on water, and the patterns of oil were supposed to indicate what would take place in the future. Now, of course, we smile at such attempts to predict the future. But seriously, if you were looking for a source that could predict future events, that source would need to exhibit two things if you were to put your trust in it. Firstly, historical accuracy, meaning it presents facts it mentions accurately. It's not founded on myths, legends and fairy tales. And secondly, a proven track record of fulfilled predictions. In other words, a very high predictive batting average. Well, is there such a source available today? Well, some say this book, the Bible, is such a source. So let's test it. Firstly, let's look at the historical accuracy of this book about the history of Babylon. Now, the Bible accurately records the names of people and events that took place around 600 BC, when ancient Babylon was the Middle East's #1 superpower. For example, this piece of real brick from ancient Babylon has the name of King Nebuchadnezzar on it. And this king and his story is documented in detail in the Bible. Archaeology and ancient history, you see, all agree with the biblical account of how King Nebuchadnezzar rebuilt Babylon and destroyed the city of Jerusalem. The biblical books of Kings and Jeremiah inform us that King Jehoiachin of Judah, which was a part of Israel, and his family were taken captive by the Babylonians and given food rations. Let me read it to you. And as for his, Jehoiachin's, provisions, there was a regular ration given him by the king of Babylon, a portion for each day until the day of his death, all the days of his life. Amazingly, archaeologists digging in Iraq, where ancient Babylon was located, discovered a clay tablet which agrees precisely with what the Bible recorded so long ago. This tablet from the Pergamon Museum in Berlin is known as the ration tablet of King Jehoiachin. And notice what it says. 10 selah of oil to the king of Judah, 2.5 selah to the offspring of Judah's king, 4 selah to 8 men from Judah. Now imagine it, the very ration tablet of the king, which was also mentioned in the Bible. You see, that's what we mean when we say this book is historically accurate. But that's not all. The Bible informs us of another method the Babylonians used to predict the future, that of examining a sheep's liver. Notice what's written in the Bible. For the king of Babylon stood at the parting of the way, at the head of the two ways, to use divination. He made his arrows bright, he consulted with images, he looked in the liver. You see, the king of Babylon is wondering what decision to make. So what does he do? He consults the liver. Now we know from tablets, such as this model of a sheep's liver, that that's exactly what the ancient Babylonians did, so that they could know what action to be taken in the future, or to avoid a disaster down the track. You see, once again, archaeology proves that the Bible is a trustworthy source of information. Okay, so the Bible is historically accurate, but does the Bible have a proven track record of fulfilled predictions concerning Babylon? Around 700 BC, Isaiah, one of the biblical prophets, predicted that the Babylonians would carry the king, his family and his goods off to Babylon. Listen to this. Behold, the days come that all that is in thine house, and that which thy fathers have laid up in store until this day, shall be carried off to Babylon. Nothing shall be left, saith the Lord. The Babylonian Chronicle in the British Museum mentions this very event precisely, just as it was predicted in the Bible. And then Jeremiah made these predictions around 600 BC. Notice what he said. And it shall come to pass, when 70 years are accomplished, that I will punish the king of Babylon. For thus saith the Lord, that after 70 years be accomplished at Babylon, I will visit you and perform my good word toward you, in causing you to return to this place. These prophecies were dramatically fulfilled under King Cyrus, whose Medo-Persian armies record of fulfilled predictions of 100%. And it's therefore the best source for truly knowing the future. And you can discover more incredible prophecies in our online course, Digging Up the Future, that are devoted to the prophecies of the Bible, including its prophecies that reveal what's about to happen in our world. Visit our website and learn more in our free Digging Up the Future course today.